Black film director Tabari Sturvidant says he was racially profiled at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, which has come under scrutiny recently. These two men, appearing to be plainclothes officers, demand he take out his belongings. This is a practice we have covered previously, most notably comedian Eric Andre.
I was the only person of color on the jet bridge. They singled me out. They asked me if I was selling drugs, transporting drugs, what kind of drugs I have on me. It was clearly racial profiling. The experience was humiliating and dehumanizing. It was degrading. I had all the other passengers squeezing by me on this claustrophobic jet bridge, gawking at me like I was a perpetrator.
And fellow comedian Clayton English. And yet, even as we are going over all of this, right, it is not just Eric Andre. It is not just Clayton English. It is not just Tabari Sturvidant. There is a fourth notable name. Take a look at this.
I'm a random search, guys. That's what he says. See all these white folks? And I'm the random search. Appreciate it.
Jean Elie, famed actor on Insecure, was racially profiled at, you guessed it, Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport.
No.
Were you here in Atlanta?
Yep.
How long were you here?
Doesn't matter. Why you asking me all these silly questions? Check my bag, do what you gotta do, and so I can get out of here, please. So I can hop on my flight.
How often you come to Atlanta?
Don't worry about it. Just hurry up and check my bags, please, and hurry so I can go back on my flight, please.
When did you purchase your ticket?
Don't worry about it, man. Just put the call, check my bag so I can get out of here, please.
This bag's good.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, I don't have a bag to check anymore, so...
I know. I'm waiting for your boy to finish just so I can go on my flight. We don't need to talk about it anymore.
What kind of work you do?
Don't worry about it, bro. It doesn't matter.
Well, we certainly appreciate your time.
Correct. Awesome. Cool. Awesome.
Hope you have a great flight.
Awesome. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Atlanta's not that bad, man.
Cool. Russell, you're holding me up. I'm trying to take a seat.
Oh, you just... Why don't you put your camera that way?
When we covered the story previously, okay, we went over how this is a practice for an entire policing system to be set up to predominantly racially profile good citizens of this country. And it appears this has not stopped at all. It is continuing. But first, in Tabari's case, he said he was stopped by two agents from the DEA at his gate Friday morning. I was totally racially profiled, and you humiliated me in front of everybody on that plane, and I didn't have any drugs or contraband on me, Sturvidant told Atlanta News. The spokesperson would not explain why Tabari was chosen, what the agents were looking for, or if searches by DEA agents are common outside a boarding gate. I fly pretty often, and that was one of the most out-of-the-ordinary things I've ever seen, said Kevin Franks, who was a passenger on the same flight. Before he started going through my bags, he was like, do you have any drugs on you? Do you smoke? Do you have any money on you? And that was before I was like, what is this? Said Tabari. While the stated purpose is to fight drug trafficking, the lawsuit says drugs are rarely found. Criminal charges seldom result, and seized cash provides a financial windfall for the police department. The lawsuit filed by Andre and English allege the police searches, which the Clayton County Police describe as consensual, rely on coercion and are administered based on race. More than half, 56% of passengers searched were black and 68% were people of color, the lawsuit said. From August 30th, 2020 to April 30th, 2021, the Clayton County PD conducted 402 jet bridge stops per the suit, citing department records, of course. During that period, according to the suit, officers found fewer than 0.08 pounds of illegal drugs and 6 prescription pills for which passengers did not have a prescription, while the department pursued charges against just 2 passengers. So 402 stops, 2 passengers. Officers also seized more than $1 million in cash through asset forfeitures, which allows them to seize property they suspect might have been used in a crime. That is very broad. These seizures do not meaningfully combat drug trafficking, but they do provide a financial windfall for the department by taking advantage of the permissive civil standards for asset forfeitures and the reluctance of individuals, particularly individuals of color, to challenge seizures, the lawsuit states. So once again, what we have here is what appears to be a sham program set up by law enforcement to accost citizens, racially profile minorities, and then steal from them and make it hard for them to retrieve any of their funds. Reprimanding these officers, we have seen many times over within this legal system, very hard. We are calling for this program to be dismantled and shut down because clearly it is not worth our tax dollars.